What up, peoples? Mr. Anomaly coming at you again. Hey, 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 another day with Mr. A. Happy A Day, y'all. This one might be a tough pill for you romantic guys, you romantic ninjas, to swallow, but I gotta keep it a buck. I like hearing my talking points reaffirmed, and we live in a society that has successfully gaslit men. We live in a society that bent the knee to the Jezebel spirit and has successfully gaslit you dudes to make you men think that you're the hornballs, that make you think that you're nothing without coitus. But in fact, as I cultivate inward and keep growing spiritually, I'm starting to realize that's just a projection. Women, women, guys, women like dick. They like the connection of sex. They like the physicality of it. I know you guys think women are virgin. They don't like sex. These big bad men are taking advantage of them, but it's not true. It's all projection. They like it more than men. The problem is the majority of men are not attractive to most women. You guys are dealing with women who have already been imprinted by other men. They're already married to other men on a physical and spiritual scale, and you dudes are wifing them up, putting babies in them in droves by the millions. I'm never going to run out of material. I'm gonna let the psychiatrist Esther Perel. I was listening to a little bit of it, and she was just talking about the hidden effects of no sex on a woman's mind, body, and soul. Keep in mind, we live in a society that is sexually liberated. What did that woman say? Never give your 20s to a man. What are they doing while they're out here in the streets? They're getting all the sausages. And they're being imprinted accordingly by the men that they want. And we already know that the men that they want are the small percentage of men who have the looks and the physicality to give them that dopamine rush, to imprint them, and then the trickle down effect to the normie man. And she's gonna say some things that made me think about dudes who are in relationships with women who are just in survival mode, the things that they experience. She's gonna hit all the key factors. I'm just gonna listen to a little bit of it and just kind of and add my spin on it. Again, guys, you guys don't like it when they talk like this, but it's true.
Be one of the girls that be like, the D can't be that good until I've experienced it being that good. Like now, I have no words. I'm shook it. Because what is my excuse now? Besides all the other little shit, like, yeah, he be playing your face, da da da. But what happens when it's really that good? When it's out of that world? When you just sitting here having fantasies and reminiscing and you dreaming about it before you go to sleep and all that, what happens then? What are you gonna tell me? Because that's not even part of the argument no more. It is that good. It is, and I miss it. So what now? What now? You know how hard it is to find a man that just knows what he's doing? That just knows what he's doing, like
Right there, man. They're all imprinted. That's why they all got a sneaky link of that one guy. Now, again, say before I'll say it again, all that really doesn't matter, the penis size. Once you cultivate inward, know who you are, and just you hitting on all fronts, man, that really don't matter. Like a lot of guys, y'all psych yourselves out. That really don't matter. If she's into you, the cooter's going to be wet. How do you know you ain't had sex? Get off my channel, bro. I tell you, man. That's why I don't care. This stuff doesn't bother me. You guys are dealing with women who've been imprinted who don't like you.
Look, the girl doesn't like you anymore. Can't you get that through your greasy head?
I'll be playing that a lot.
he just gets it at the right spot every time. That just knows what he's doing. You know how hard it is to find a man that just knows what he's doing? That just knows what he's doing, like he just gets it at the right spot every time, and then he's a eater combo.
Oh
Because
no!
usually you don't get both. That's a rare breed. Either the head be good and the D be butt, or the D is good and the head is butt. But you could not find both. Imagine finding both, and then you want to sit here and try to tell me it's not that good, girl. It is. It is.
Again, guys, they like it just as much as men, actually more so. But dudes are just too desperate. You're lonely. Y'all hype up sex. You think you ain't nothing without a woman. You think you're cursed and all this. And I said before, I'll say it again. You think like that, you're going to repel women even more so because they're getting imprinted by men who do not have that spirit. That's why it's imperative for you to do the work and cultivate inward and not radiate that energy because you're going to repel them even more. Let me let this woman go in. I'm just going to piggyback a little bit on it. Here we go.
Most people immediately think of the physical act, of the mechanics and the body. But let's pause here for a moment. What happens when there is no sex? Not for a night, not for a week, but for months, even years. The absence of intimacy is not a neutral state. It leaves an imprint, and that imprint shows up first in the mind. You see,
She's going to be talking about sex, but don't think of it like, think about it, the imprint, the orgasm, getting the bottom knocked out. Think about it in these terms. Because again, they have husbands that be, she's not connected to that dude. He's just going through the motions. He's not giving her the O. So this think of it in terms of getting that bottom knocked out and how our girl talks.
Remembers. That's why I was saying in the other show, don't let every man hit the bottom of your.
It's very rare to see women be this real, bro. I tell you, man, this is every woman who's out here having sex, man. Again, she's just giving you guys, telling you guys what it is, man. All y'all wives and girlfriends.
They don't know about the bottom. They don't know about the bottom.
Yeah, that bottom one. But see, every man may not know because he might not have a penis to really know how to hit that bottom or how to lift to hit that bottom.
That don't matter.
Work that middle with a woman. She spread her legs wide and she starts screaming, saying, "Yeah, daddy, that's it." Or she might start cursing easy. So you don't let every man good because the penis done ejaculated all in her brain. She's gone crazy.
Again, my girl, it's about the imprint. Just think about it from this point of view here, the imprint.
Man hit your bottom and your body remembers it, just like a man will put on crazy. So you don't let every man hit your bottom and your body remembers easy. So you don't let every man hit your bottom and your body remembers it. Just seduce. He breaking her down, man. He is screwing her into submission. He's screwing her into slavery by using the penis as a weapon to break her ass down. And her defenses, I mean, she wide open. When the penis all up in your vagina, man, you don't have no defenses.
It's just sex. It's just sex. I don't want to question her past. I don't want to question her past. That was before I knew her. Man, this society got so many men by the balls. They got y'all by the balls, bro. I don't want to ask her past. I'm insecure. It makes me insecure. Man, you better.
Is really thinking, and this is not about the love experience. This is about a money experience. So she's a prostitute. That woman is down, but she's very weak, and that's the worst thing that can happen is a man to get you, and while he's thrusting the penis in and out. Who is? That what I said? Who? And then the woman start calling out the man's name, screaming the man's name. Then she let him know she coming. When she coming, she hollering. She calling for him. Man, this stuff is programmed all up in this woman's vagina, rectum, uterus.
Y'all wifing them up, putting them in wife positions. Think that's going to change this? It doesn't matter. No amount of money, lobster. You can't. If you ain't. You know what? We're gonna get to this woman in a second because I gotta set this up, man. I gotta set this up because she's about to go in. She's about to go in, and dudes just be in denial about this, bro.
Always remember, if you ain't first, you're last.
Real talk, bro. If you ain't first, you last.
All up in this mind right here, and that will actually bind her, actually reduce her to a comfrey. You don't want to let everybody spank you and talk to you. All that won't give you the penis no more. Women will be all in the bed at night trying to sleep, tossing and turning. They dreaming about it.
Dreaming about it, bro. I just wanted to set that up. They dreaming about it. It is that good. No different from you dudes who be hornballs and desiring them. They like it just as much, man. So keep that in mind. Let's let our girl go in real quick. Y'all know I gotta set this up.
psychological architecture, and that imprint, absence of intimacy, is not a neutral state. It leaves an imprint, and that imprint shows up first in the mind. You see, our psychological architecture is deeply tied to our sexual self. This is not just about desire, but about identity. Sexuality is woven into how we experience connection, how we feel desired, and how we perceive our own worth.
Our own worth. Guys, again, you dudes, the society has massively got you dudes. Y'all think you ain't shit without a woman. You don't feel like a man without sex. It's really them. It's really them, bro. And I told you we flipping it because I figured, I was like, man, it's just sex and all this. Like, I know it's a big deal because this world says it isn't. This is what she's saying, man. This is how they see it. They need it more than us. This is why they said, why don't you just go gay? Why don't you? Because they can't perceive it, bro. It's again, I know that sounds sexist and all that. Y'all kiss my butt.
When sex disappears from a woman's life, she does not just lose an act of pleasure. She often loses a language of affirmation. It is a language of being seen, touched, acknowledged.
Keep in mind, she still feels like this even when she got that gump thrusting over her. She still doesn't feel the connection because she's bound to another man. This is why you dudes be marrying these women and they be gone even though you're still pumping and you think you're doing something. She's gone, bro. Don't think of it as sex. Again, think about it, the orgasm. She got a gump there married to her and she's still thinking about the Ted Bundy, the Night Stalker.
Without it, self-doubt can creep in quietly, almost imperceptibly, like a shadow at dusk. Hormones tell part of this story. When intimacy occurs, the brain is bathed in oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin, the so-called feel-good chemicals. These are not luxuries. They are biological anchors that regulate mood, soothe anxiety.
Biological anchors that regulate mood. Biological anchors that regulate mood. They be on birth control when they're out there getting sausage thrown at them, and then they get off birth control and they marry that gump, and it makes them want that guy that imprints them even more so.
And provide a sense of calm connection. Without them, the balance shifts. Stress hormones like cortisol dominate, and over time, this physiological imbalance manifests as irritability, mood swings, or a low-grade sadness that resists easy explanation.
What do these married guys be dealing with?
And over time, this physiological imbalance manifests as irritability, mood swings, or a low-grade sadness that resists easy explanation. Dominate. And over time, this physiological imbalance manifests as irritability, mood swings, or a low-grade sadness that resists easy explanation.
Does it sound familiar? Dudes be married to women and be dealing with all that crap? She just needs some dick. This is why they be talking all that shit with their husbands, because the dude's he's not the guy that's imprinted. She's already bound to another man. This is the price tag you paying for marrying other men's wives, because you don't want to ask the tough questions. You want to lie to yourself. Y'all be bringing kids into this crap. This stuff is real, bro. The imprint is real. The spiritual connections is real out here. It ain't just physical, it's spiritual as well. Keep going.
A woman may begin to ask herself, why am I restless? Why do I feel a heaviness I cannot name? And then comes the deeper, more philosophical layer.
And again, keep in mind, she got some gump married to her and trying to figure all this out, going to therapy, trying to be the square peg in the round hole to satiate this. You can't, bro. You married up. Again, I'm preaching to somebody here. Be careful, y'all.
Human beings are relational creatures. We thrive in the presence of reciprocity, in knowing that our existence touches another. When intimacy is absent, it is not only the act that is missing, it is the mirror that reminds us of our desirability, our vitality, our aliveness.
Keep in mind, this is all with a man with her. She could have a dude with her, and she still feels like this because he's not the guy that's imprinted to her.
A woman may begin to internalize silence as rejection, and rejection as a verdict on her value. The question shifts from why don't I have sex to am I still lovable? Am I still seen? But here's where it gets complicated. Many women channel this void into work, into caretaking, into business. They become experts at filling the silence with productivity. On the surface, they are strong, independent, accomplished. But beneath, there may be a gnawing sense of disconnection. The very energy that could have been nourished through intimacy gets redirected, sometimes leading to burnout, sometimes to a subtle erosion of joy. This is not about dependency. It is not to say a woman is incomplete without sex. Rather, it is about acknowledging that sexuality is part of her full humanity. To deny it, to suppress it, or to live without it for long periods is to silence a voice within her. That silence echoes in the psyche. It can show up as heightened anxiety, as difficulty concentrating, or as a lack of creative energy. Because when we feel desired, we are not only validated, we are often inspired. Think about it, desire is an engine.
Desire by the man that she wants, though. Again, she could have a guy there who desires her, who's kissing her ass, But if that's not the guy that hit that bottom and makes that cooter tingle, all this, she's still gonna experience all these symptoms.
It reminds us we are capable of passion, of intensity, of connection beyond words. When that engine is unused,
connection beyond words. Connection beyond words. Connection beyond words. She's already bound to another man. Connection beyond words. I did everything. I'm doing everything. I'm a square peg in a round hole, and she's still left. She's still gone. She's still not connected to me. You can't fake this, man. You can't fake attraction, yo.
of intensity, of connection beyond words. When that engine is unused, the mind begins to run on lower fuel. A woman may become pragmatic, efficient, responsible, but less playful, less spontaneous, less curious. The spark dims, and she may not even realize it, because the dimming is gradual, like a candle burning down, without anyone noticing, until the room is darker than before. And yet, the absence of sex can also awaken new questions. Who am I without the gaze of another? What does it mean to feel whole without external affirmation? These are difficult but profound inquiries. They demand that a woman reclaims her sense of self from within, rather than waiting for it to be reflected from outside. This is where psychology meets philosophy, the tension between needing connection and cultivating autonomy. So, when we consider the psychological impact of no sex, we are not simply talking about hormones or mood disorders. We are talking about identity, meaning, and belonging. We are talking about the invisible weight carried by women who may laugh in public but cry in silence, who may succeed outwardly but feel starved inwardly. And that starvation is not trivial. It is the starvation of intimacy, of affirmation, of being reminded you matter. Your body matters. Your presence matters. I want to leave you with this: sex, or the lack of it, is never just about sex. It is about the stories we tell ourselves in the quiet hours. It is about how we negotiate the distance between who we are and how we are seen. The hidden effect of no sex on a woman's mind is not simply sadness or stress. It is the slow erosion of self-recognition. And that, my friends, is far more profound than we often dare to admit.
Again, they be in these relationships with these guys, and still, I'm still not happy. Guys, all this matters, bro. This is why you got these dudes up here in these quote-unquote perfect scenarios. He's doing everything, providing, being a good little man, and it still ain't enough. Because again, she's gone. She's connected to another man, and she's questioning herself. And it's just sex. I don't want to question her past. I'm telling you, bro, move accordingly. Dudes are wifing up women who are connected to other dudes, man. Bound, and the body remembers it. The body remembers it.
When we think about the body, we often separate it from the mind, as if one can exist in isolation from the other. But the truth is, the body always keeps the score. The absence of intimacy, of sexual expression, doesn't simply linger in the psychological sphere. It imprints itself on the physical.
What did our girl just
Lord,
do?
and put a woman over doggy style, the penis that ejaculated all in her brain. She's gone crazy. So you don't let every man hit your bottom, and your body remembers it, and your body remembers it easy. So you don't let every man hit your bottom, and your body remembers it.
You can't fake this, man, and you don't turn it on and turn it off. You don't turn it on and turn it off. When she's in survival mode, she's trying to survive. And again, she never forgets being in the streets getting throttled. She never turns that off, man. Move accordingly, y'all.
And these are in core. The absence of intimacy, of sexual expression, doesn't simply linger in the psychological sphere. It imprints itself on the physical. And these effects, while subtle at first, accumulate over time, shaping a woman's biology in ways we often overlook or dismiss. Sex is not just pleasure.
Ways we often overlook or dismiss. Oh, it's her past. I don't want to question her. I'm insecure. I don't want to question her past. I'm insecure. Guys, Again, this is why the society successfully gaslit you men for questioning this stuff, because most of these women are getting throttled in the streets. The overwhelming majority of them are. Really, the only one this doesn't apply to is a virgin. That's going to go right over the normies' heads. Y'all going to sit up and keep debating and arguing with them on podcasts. Women who already belong to Ted, who belong to freaking Richard Ramirez and Night Stalker, and belong to Pook. There ain't nothing you can do. And again, you basing your self-worth on trying to please this? Better than me.
It is a biological process that regulates the body's systems. During sex, the body undergoes a cascade of hormonal shifts. Oxytocin calms, dopamine excites, estrogen and progesterone balance cycles, and endorphins reduce stress and even pain. This is the body's natural medicine cabinet. But when this medicine is withheld for long stretches, the system adjusts in ways that are not always kind. Cortisol, the stress hormone, becomes dominant. Sleep patterns get disrupted. Energy levels decline. A woman may begin to feel more fatigued, less resilient, more prone to small ailments. It is not simply all in her head. It is inscribed in her physiology.
Bro, this stuff is deep, man. More prone to sickness, sadness. I'm getting sick because she ain't getting that dick. Bro, I tell you, bro.
Took the easy way out, which was, okay, what's the next dick? Because there's always going to be, dicks. You feel? A dick is like an oxy. Makes you forget about the pain from your last relationship, and you just need more oxys. You feel? When you do that a lot, it really fucks up your mind. Oxys. You feel? When you do that a lot, it really fucks up your mind. Oxys. You feel? When you do that a lot, it really fucks up your mind, because those men, 9 out of 10 don't really give a fuck about you.
Connecting to dudes who don't give a damn about them. Binding themselves, reducing her.
And then that's where the jackrabbits and all the different size penises and dildos come in, because she's remembering and trying to recapture that experience. So that's why I said you don't want to let everybody hit that bottom. You don't want to let everybody spank you and talk to you all kind of ways, because women, especially when that man pull it back, won't give you the penis no more, women will be all in the bed at night trying to sleep, tossing and turning, they dreaming about it, screaming the man name. Then she let him know she coming. When she coming, she hollering, she calling for him. Man, this stuff is programmed all up in this woman's vagina, rectum, uterus, all up in this mind right here.
It gets dicks.
And that will actually bind her, actually reduce her to a comfrey here. And that will actually bind her here. And that will actually bind her.
Dudes are wiping them up left and right. Putting babies in them isn't going to change this. They're gone, bro. And that's it. The milk's spilled, the die's been cast. When she got to talking like this, I was like, yeah, I was thinking about the imprint again. Dudes are just dealing with women who are in survival mode, don't like them. You're just a human wallet. It is what it is, man. And be careful if you're putting babies up in them, man. That's all I'm saying. Golly.
Take immunity, for be all less resilient, more prone to small ailments. It is not simply all in her head. It is inscribed in her physiology. Take immunity, for instance. Studies have shown that regular sexual activity boosts immune function. The body interprets intimacy as a sign of safety, and when the body feels safe, it thrives. Without its subtle cracks form, the immune system weakens. She may notice she catches colds more easily, that her body takes longer to recover. It is as though her biology registers the absence of connection as a kind of stress, and stress, we know, is corrosive when left unchecked. And then there is reproductive health. Sexual activity increases blood flow to the pelvic region, maintaining tissue elasticity, lubrication, and overall vitality. When sex is absent, these processes slow down. Vaginal dryness, discomfort, or changes in menstrual regularity may appear. These are not merely inconveniences. They are reminders that the body too craves movement, circulation, and stimulation to remain vibrant.
Keep in mind, she has a man with her and she's still like this. The guy that she does not want to be with.
Look, the girl doesn't like you anymore. Can't you get that through your greasy head?
Vaginal dryness. You don't gotta do all that. She likes you, man. Dudes got egos out here, man. You cannot fake attraction, man. And the body remembers it. Dudes are wifing up harlots left and right. That's why she don't want to sleep with you. That's why she gotta, make up all these reasons other than having sex with you. And then when she does have sex, you do this marital missionary, and she's just looking all, not even looking at you. And dudes just be like, I still don't get it, man. You have to have no self-awareness, no internal cultivation, because you can't fake this. Again, if she's not there, if she wants to please you, you can feel that in the core, man. You can tell, man. But most of these dudes, man, they just be going through the motions, man. You can't fake this stuff, man. I just want to do a reaction to that, man. I'd heard her talking like that. I was like, yeah, this is a lot of married dudes, because a lot of men are marrying women who are in survival mode. Just make sure you're not that guy. But again, I told you before, I say it again, man. Reese be trying to tell y'all, man.
Always remember, if you ain't first, you're last.
This stuff is powerful, man.
To deny it intimacy is, in some sense, to deny it nourishment. We cannot ignore sleep. After sex, oxytocin and prolactin rise, creating deep rest. Without that release, many women report restlessness at night, difficulty reaching restorative sleep. The body is wise. It remembers what soothes it, and
insane. Her mind ain't good because the penis still ejaculated all in her brain. She's gone crazy. So you don't let every man hit your bottom, and your body remembers it.
The body remembers it. And again, it's just sex. They downplay it. This society has successfully gaslit everybody, man. They downplay it like it's not a big deal. I always knew it was a big deal because this world says it isn't. That's why I knew it was a big deal. This world says it's not a big deal. It doesn't matter. It's just sex. I was like, okay, if this world is saying that, it's a big deal. It does matter. It's very serious. But again, the milk's been spilled, guys. Nobody's trying to change these people. It's too late. You can't change these broads. Don't give your 20s to a man. They all flock. I'm going to do a reaction to Aisha Curry. She, in that interview, she was literally talking about she was 22. She was like, she basically didn't want to get married that damn young. They want to be out here in these streets tainting themselves. And again, once they do that, then they want to find a sucker. You got to be, man. Move accordingly out here, bro. Let's keep going.
when that soothing is absent, the restlessness is not only in the mind, but in the muscles, in the nervous system, in the very rhythm of her nights. There's also a more existential layer to this energy. Sexuality is life force. It is not only about procreation, it is about vitality, aliveness, flow. When a woman is sexually active, she often describes herself as glowing, more energetic, more magnetic. This is not metaphor, it is biology. Her circulation improves, her skin brightens, her posture lifts. Remove intimacy for long periods, and she may feel sluggish, dull, heavy. It is not vanity. It is the body reflecting back the absence of spark. Now, this...
Again, just think about the normie guys, how they be complaining how the West be acting. It's because, again, she's not getting that dopamine rush of the Ted Bundy penis. That's it. That's all this stuff is. She gets sick. She gets depressed. Her moods are all over the place. Does this sound familiar? Dude's dealing, the average normie guy who's dealing with women, who marries these women who've already had their bottoms knocked out. I don't care what color she is. As every woman is connected to the streets. And it is that black and white. Dudes don't want to ask themselves the tough questions. That's why they all say the same crap, because they're all connected. They're all connected. They're all connected. The cup of lemmings, the spiritual well of Babylon, they're all drinking from it, and they're all tethered. That's why they all say the same thing. I don't care what color they are. Sadia Khan, all of them, they all connected, man. Every single one of them. The only woman this doesn't apply to is a woman that's a virgin. Good luck out there, y'all. Good luck. Play a little bit more here.
Doesn't mean that every woman without sex will collapse into illness. The body is adaptable. It finds compensations. Some women channel their sexual energy into exercise, into creative work, into deep breathing practices, and they manage to nourish themselves in alternative ways. But even then, something subtle is missing. Physical intimacy.
Even then, Something subtle is missing. Even then, doing all that exercising, creativity, doing their work, doing their chore play, all that shit. Even then, that still ain't enough. It still ain't enough. That's only gonna last for so long. They need the physical connection. I said before, I'll say it again. They're the ones that need that. But they gaslight you dudes to make you think you ain't shit. And then a lot of y'all download this goddamn programming and think you ain't nothing. You call yourself getting sick and miserable and depressed. Because they didn't gaslight you dudes, but they, in truth, they're the ones that need the connection because they're social creatures. They need this. They can't go long periods of time out of it. They're not meant to. It is what it is, bro. Again, man. Hey, man, I'm just a reporter. I'm just reporting on it. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Hey, man, y'all heard him. Y'all heard him talking. Again, what my girl?
Be one of the girls that be like, the D can't be that good until I've experienced it being that good. Like now, I have no words. I'm shook it. Cause what is my excuse now? Besides all the other little shit, like yeah, he be playing in your face.
All that other little shit he be playing in your face. Again, she's already describing what type of men she's dealing with. And again, I said before, I said again, this is who the normie men who y'all try to download this program, and you can't fake this stuff. You can't fake this, man. You can sit up there and try to download courses and emulate these guys, but on a spiritual and a physical scale, you cannot emulate this. It is what it is, man. Pookie and Chad, you're not Pookie and Chad. Cultivate inward and be a unique individual. You can overcome this, but most dudes ain't gonna do the self-work, the internal cultivation, get an identity that's beyond a woman, get an identity that's beyond this world. And then we start flowing, you can get if you think I'm lying, get off my channel. I've had women fall in love with me. I ain't say one word to them, bro. This way I carry myself. And again, the cooter gets wet. You don't got to have a big penis and all that. All that stuff don't matter. That's why I don't even sweat any of this, man. Me personally, I'm free, man. I understand this, man. You can either love them or you can understand them. You can't do both, bro. And you can't fake this stuff, man. You can't fake attraction.
By its nature, engages the body in a way that solitary substitutes rarely can. It is about surrender, about shared presence, about a rhythm that reminds the nervous system. You are not alone. That message carries healing. Its absence carries weight.
That message is healing. Its absence carries weight. Y'all be wondering why y'all be dealing with shit. You're with women who don't like you, man. Again, dudes don't be wanting to accept this reality, man. Y'all want to listen to Sadia Khan charge you guys $8,000 on how to be a real goddamn man. Now, I tell you, bro. I tell you, man. And here I am giving y'all this. What? This shit be frustrating sometimes, bro.
Look, the girl doesn't like you anymore. Can't you get that through your greasy head?
Bro, I tell you, man.
Fascinates me is how this intertwines with time. In youth, perhaps the absence feels less consequential. Energy is abundant, hormones resilient. But as the years pass, the absence of intimacy becomes a greater tax. Bonds weaken, hormones fluctuate, immunity falters. In these stages, sex, or its absence, shapes not just momentary mood, but long-term health outcomes. We see it in cardiovascular health, in metabolism, even in memory and cognitive clarity. The body remembers connection as medicine. When it is denied, it recalibrates, but often at a cost. And here lies the paradox: women are often taught to downplay their physical needs, to prioritize responsibility over pleasure, to silence the body's hunger in the name of strength.
Survival mode, pushing 30. Okay, now I can't get the guy that I want that gives me the pleasure, so now I have to go in survival mode. Now I have to deny myself. Now I can't be myself up front. I can't be myself. How many times I just did a clip not long? I can't be myself around my husband. I can't truly be myself. And again, you guys are hearing all the negatives, how that affects them in so many different ways. Some of them get sick, they get depressed, they get sad, they get angry, they get moody. And this is all the stuff the normie dudes be dealing with who bend the knee and actually propose to these broads, man. I tell you, again, this type of guy.
From this guy, and he was like, I would drag my balls through a field of broken glass just to hear you fart through a walkie-talkie.
That guy will never get it. That guy will never get it. He'll be a human wall, she'll chew him up and spit him out, and then we make him MGTOW videos. Man, I just like being vindicated. I just heard her talking. I ain't listening to this much. I'm about 10 minutes in. It's about 20 minutes. I ain't really got nothing else to really say, man. I mean, she's literally confirmed everything our girl said. hitting the bottom. I freaking love that clip, man. That clip right there just breaks down everything. I can just play that clip every time I hear him talking. I can refer it to this, because again, it's all the same, bro. It's all spirit. You guys are seeing the feminist a little bit more. I already proved my point.
But in silencing this hunger, they may be silencing one of their greatest allies, because the body does not crave intimacy as weakness, craves it as fuel, as maintenance, as the rhythm of being alive.
You guys hearing this, bro? That dick. Hey, man. They like the sex, bro. Again, like what the BOA say, if you can't bring the Savage Pack, you better leave them alone, bro. And even then, like I said again, if she's already gone, bro, there ain't nothing you can do. There's nothing you can say, nothing you can do. It is what it is, bro. Let's listen a little bit more here.
So, when we speak of the physical consequences of no sex, we must move beyond cliché. It is not simply about frustration or missing out. It is about immunity, sleep energy, hormonal harmony, and the vitality of the reproductive system. It is about whether the body feels nourished or deprived, in sync or out of tune. And perhaps the most important truth is this: the body always tells the truth, even when the mind denies it.
The body remembers it, y'all.
Crazy. So you don't let every man hit your bottom, and your body remembers it.
Your body remembers it. You can't turn this on and turn it off. When she's in survival mode, she'll tell herself, I can be a good little wife. You cannot deny this, bro. You can't deny it, y'all. You can't deny the imprint. The imprint strikes again, and she's literally telling y'all, hey, man, it's just sex, right? It's just sex. It's just sex. It don't matter. Boy, I tell you, bro, this society, man, they got you, man. They got it. Let's a little bit more. It's pretty good.
You can convince yourself you don't need intimacy. You can silence the longing. You can distract yourself with endless tasks. But the body whispers back, in fatigue, in illness, in the quiet erosion of vitality. The question is whether we are willing to listen. Because ultimately, the absence of sex is not neutral. And
again, this isn't sex. This is the orgasm with the man that she's truly connected to. That's that Gump who's married to her, pumping, is doing nothing. It's doing nothing. She's not getting that orgasm. So yes, she has a guy that's with her right now, but it's not doing anything. And this is why they be talking like this, bro. Again, guys, you see why they be talking like this, man?
So a lot of times what I see is that women are expressing, my emotional needs are not met.
It ain't got nothing to do with your emotions.
AKA their attachment needs. And I physically cannot get turned on by my partner anymore.
You guys hearing this? Again, you married Ted Bundy's concubine.
In fact, they start to get disgusted. Like they get the ick. So majorly bad. And could you open up your body and allow someone to penetrate your being if you feel disgusted by them? They feel like they're violating themselves and someone is violating them.
And they got a freaking dude at home that loves them and is trying to do whatever makes it work, and she's disgusted by this guy because she's bound to another man.
Look, the girl doesn't like you anymore. Can't you get that through your greasy head?
I don't get any joy out of this. Again, it came across my feed, and here we are. I got to do it. And I put it out here. Y'all clicked on my face. Y'all don't want this raw black pill truth. Go to Sadia Khan. She can lie to y'all. Y'all love being lied to, bro. I swear to God, y'all love being lied to, man. Again, there's some more raw black pill truth for you, man. Ain't nothing you can do, man. Again, what did Reese tell y'all? Y'all better listen to Reese.
Always remember, you ain't first, you're last.
Okay, let me listen a little bit more. I'm pretty much done. This is too good, man.
It leaves footprints in the bloodstream, in the muscles, in the pulse of our nights. And to ignore those footprints is to forget that our bodies are not machines to be managed.
Oh, guys.
It's like a man to put a woman over doggy style, or maybe get a mirror or something. They start saying all kind of stuff to her while they're hitting her. And see, that woman is being seduced. She being seduced. He's breaking her down, man. He is screwing her into submission. He's throwing her into slavery by using the penis as a weapon to break her ass down. Mission. He's throwing her into slavery by using the penis as a weapon to break her ass down. Are thinking, and this is not about, unless you just really are thinking, and this is not about the love experience, this is about a money experience, or she's a prostitute, then she's working it just for her benefit. But when a woman is really liking this man and she's feeling him and what he's doing, especially if she's sneaking around with him.
Especially if she's sneaking around with him.
And her man is treating her better than he has already gotten her defenses down, but she's very weak, and that's the worst thing that can happen is a man to get you, and while he's thrusting the penis in and out, who is it? Whose vagina is it? Calling out the man's name, screaming the man's name. Then she let him know she coming. When she coming, she hollering. She calling for him. Man, this stuff is programmed all up in this woman's vagina, rectum, uterus, all up in this mind right here.
Are you guys hearing her? I mean, come on. You dudes don't even want to accept this reality. I'll be noticing that, man. Yes, your girl, your wife. Yes. Y'all don't want to hear this, man. And that's a lot of men's downfall right there. Completely underestimating this connection. There ain't no God. There ain't no spiritual connection. Okay. Talking points reaffirmed, man. A little bit more. Let me see.
But living organisms longing to be nourished, touched, awakened. The absence of intimacy is not an absence at all. It is a presence of stress, of imbalance, of muted energy. And perhaps that is the most powerful reminder that, even in silence, the body speaks. The question is, will we hear it? We've talked about the mind, and we've talked about the body. But there is another dimension that often gets overlooked when we speak about sex, the soul. And I don't mean this in a religious sense, though for some people spirituality and sexuality are deeply intertwined. I mean it in the sense of our inner life. The part of us that seeks meaning, that longs for connection beyond words, the part of us that hungers for a sense of wholeness. Sex is more than a biological event, more than a psychological boost. It is a spiritual experience. It is one of the ways we transcend our isolation, one of the rare moments when we step outside of the rigid boundaries of me and dissolve into a greater we.
We. It ain't just me, it's we. Two become one flesh. But talking points reaffirmed, boy. Two become one. We. Bound, connected. And you guys are marrying them up and wifing them in droves, putting babies in them, thinking that's going to change them. Doesn't work. And men are fighting that out the hard way. They'll be making MGTOW videos. Thumb your nose with me when I'm talking about not having sex because I avoided this crap. But I tell you, man, like the video. You know, I ain't really got enough to add, bro. And her name was Esther Pearl. And again, you know, it is what it is, bro. Like the video, you know, I don't get no joy out of this. This is just the society we live in. You know, it is what it is. Hey, man, the milk's been spilled. The die's been cast. All we can do is move accordingly. Y'all know what time it is, man. Hey, man. Hey. The milk's been spilled. The die's been cast. All you can do is move accordingly. Survey says one more for the good guys. I'm out, good peoples. Laters.